We are live. The post-election edition. You know what? I ain't even gonna waste no time with this. Let's go ahead and get started. You know what it is. Sundays are for sipping, uh, socializing, and straight to tape. I know I already messed it up. I don't care. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's do this, y'all. It's an unapologetic conversation. Welcome to Straight to Tape. My name is C. Perry Elysia II, the Mr. Fantastic of podcasting's Fantastic Four. First, the comedian, professional joke slinger Tico de Gaia. What's good, Tico?
Well, you know, people talk about it. I live it all day, every day, twice on Sundays, 3 times on holidays, and on teachers' work days. I just be chilling.
Just be chilling.
Yeah,
Be chilling. Just be chilling. That's good. That's good.
but you didn't hit my my alias is going on, man. You ain't see my alias spot.
Oh yeah, AKA. You say it yourself, man. Introduce yourself. Come on.
Nigga, y'all don't know? It's me, Alex Kubek.
Right.
I like that.
Rest in peace, Alex Trebek.
Man,
Yeah.
my kids are crushed right now.
Yeah.
But he lived a good life. He made a lot of people happy.
Yeah, legendary. Rest in peace. And the first lady of S2T, the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y. What's good, Kate?
What's up, y'all? It's Hip Hop Mom, aka Keisha with a Y, aka Cooking Mama, aka your mom's favorite mom.
What you think? Guys? What you think?
I like it.
I'm cool with it.
You like it? You like that?
I
Like
like
it?
it.
Okay.
Very awesome.
And of course, our social media assassin, ladies and gentlemen, number one, Rob Maximus. What's good, Rob?
Man, I'm in the building. You know how I do, man. Ruggedly handsome and heavy on the rugged because I'm in No Shave November. Over here looking crazy right now. Geekishly intelligent. Here to bring a balanced perspective, man. Just, here to do our thing. Yeah. So welcome to Straight to Tape. Thank y'all.
Thank you. And as always, our permanent guest host. You can catch him live Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook Live and on YouTube. The host of Intelligently Ratchet, Bishop Omega. What's good, Bishop?
Man, what is going on? Excited to be here. Just letting you guys know in Durham, North Carolina, I will be giving out Negro lessons. So all our white friends, and if you need them, come on over. Call me at 555-555-555. Bishop Omega right now, baby. Negro lessons, $10.99. 2-hour Negro lessons. Thursdays through Mondays.
And just a 2-hour course, though?
Just a 2. You don't need much.
Is it $1,099?
No, it's $10.99 because we're talking about Durham. We were blue, so we really don't need to talk to our white people like that. But if you're coming out of town,
Oh yeah, Raleigh too. Yeah,
if you're coming from out of town,
surrounding areas,
from surrounding areas like Rougemont or there Wilmington out there somewhere. Well,
no,
it's going to be a little bit more.
blue.
They were
Wilmington
blue.
was blue.
Oh shit!
Yes.
So okay, well, never mind. You get the discount also, Wilmington. But
Yes,
if you
we
were red, it will be $100 an hour. Thank you.
Yes.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, remember you can catch Straight to Tape Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live and YouTube. Audio version of Straight to Tape is available on your favorite podcasting platform. Link is in the comment section. Make sure you follow us on our social media platforms, IG, Twitter, and Facebook, Straight to Tape. Yo, if you're looking at us right now, if you're viewing this, if you're joining the conversation, go ahead and smash the like button and make sure you're sharing Straight to Tape as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Share it. Sharing is caring,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we do have a big show today since today is our post-election edition. This is the post-election edition of Straight to Tape. And of course, you know, we had the election on Tuesday.
Oh, hey.
What?
Hey.
What? Did I forget something?
You surely did.
I
Golly,
apologize.
we can't
man.
never get this segment right.
God, man.
Every time, man. I
Sheesh,
apologize.
every time.
I'm
What?
sorry. Does anyone have something they want, something creative that they would like to share?
Yes, I would. And I would take my stand on this.
Okay.
Nicholas.
Yo,
Really?
that is too fast. That's too
Really?
fast.
I was
Dude,
just
it
at
been
your
12
house
hours. Wow.
yesterday, and I did not see a t-shirt printing machine in the garage.
I'm on it. I am on it. I am on it. It's that Tico de Gallo stuff. Y'all better come get it. That merch is about
Yo.
to roll off.
Merch.
Yeah.
How you get that so you faster than the internet?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm officially not talking to this dude right now.
I'm
man.
not
You know what I'm
talking.
saying?
Whoa.
I'm not talking to him. I'm not talking to him.
That's not
He
very
got that.
nice.
Can I say this right here?
Man.
Chico is the DK Metcalf of t-shirts right now. It's like there is no way you should have been able to get that t-shirt printed and put on your body
Man, quick.
this quick. It's
12,
not even
12 hours. Yep.
It's,
It's not even 12 hours.
Yeah.
I got
You're right.
Plug,
Yeah,
son.
I gotta give him
Magic. Magic.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope as hell, bro. I
Appreciate
gotta
it, man.
give you love on that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
real.
Help me
For
pay these
But-
Asians.
Yeah, that too. Go ahead, P.
All right. Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Jeez.
Look,
man.
let's go ahead and get started. Look, yeah, let's get into, of course, election talk. Okay, election talk. Well,
Wendy. Who the hell is you? Wendy Williams in this motherfucker?
I was like, what in the world, yo?
The fuck?
Huh?
Election talk.
What?
Nigga, how you doing?
how you doing?
Fuck out of here, man.
I'm about to get a hot
Talk to
dog.
you.
I'm about to get a
Can
hot
I get a
dog.
what talk?
A sausage.
Can I have a
Damn,
talk while we?
this
Can I have
big
a
in the
hot
blanket
dog while we
even.
what?
Nigga turned into Peg from Married with Children out this motherfucker.
Snagglepuss. I'm on a podcast.
We on a podcast, Steven.
Even.
Keisha was trying to contain her laugh until I made our comment and shit. She was trying. I got to give it to her. She was trying.
Yeah,
She was trying.
Yeah.
Ooh, thanks for
but
letting it
look,
out.
Oh, that's that light skin
Yeah.
group.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
anyway.
Flip your
But look,
accent at
ladies-
any time.
Oh
Look,
God.
ladies and gentlemen, we have a new president-elect. Okay, Joe Biden. As of yesterday, and as of the calling of the Pennsylvania vote, Joe Biden now has enough electoral votes to be our next president of the United States. 45.
Does he?
Sorry,
Does he?
sorry, 46.
Mm-mm,
46. Huh?
Mhm.
Does he?
Damn, Perry.
And it's 46.
My
46.
apologies.
Perry, what are you? Wait, let's start. Let's pause for a
Perry
minute.
trying
Let's all
to
Perry
in-
trying to
take
take
a
him
breath
out the
in.
game.
history. Perry trying to take
Okay.
Trump out the
Right.
history books.
Right.
Sorry.
What
46.
what
Sorry.
what are you
46,
drinking
go ahead.
today, Perry?
Oh no, actually, I'm right now. I'm on some Modelo. I had already got some Elijah Craig out the way earlier because I didn't want to drink heavy. I didn't want to
There
drink
it
heavily
is.
during the show. I didn't want to drink heavily during the show.
So you got it out of the way before the show. Okay, got it.
before the show.
Yeah, exactly,
Not last
exactly.
night, but like a little while ago.
Oh no, last night was on some other different shit. But anyway,
Oh no. Okay, good. Let's continue.
yeah.
This
Anyway,
nigga said. This nigga said 45.
anyway,
25.
anyway, but no, Joe Biden is now projected to be our next president elect. Okay. Yeah, I mean, right now, most of the, media has called him at right now 279 electoral votes. We still got, I mean, there's still other states that still haven't confirmed yet. Georgia hasn't confirmed yet, close but haven't confirmed yet. North Carolina hasn't confirmed yet.
I thought it was
Arizona.
290. I thought it was 290, P.
Some are reporting 290, some are reporting 279. That's the whole thing, that's the whole thing about the projection game. Okay.
Right.
Because look at it. I mean, you look, going back to Tuesday night, the state of Arizona, which most media outlets haven't called yet. Okay. On Tuesday night, it was called, Fox News and the AP had already called Arizona. Okay.
Mhm.
So, but everything else, everyone has called. All right. So, to my panel first, what your initial reactions to our soon to be new president?
I'm glad it's over.
Yep.
You
I mean-
too.
I'm glad it's over.
Listen, this shit went in triple overtime. Somebody
what
kick
it felt
somebody kick a damn field goal. I appreciate you. Let's get out of here.
Well, now it's going to the league office for review.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
The last play is going to the league office. They're going to have to review the last play, of the game. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's over too, man. To be honest with you, that's kind of how I feel after every freaking election. But
Yeah.
this one, I'm just glad it's over, man. And I mean, and then there's part of me that's like, if you're following the news, part of me is like, that remains to be seen whether or not it's over.
Right.
So
Yep. I mean,
we'll see.
We're over this hump, right? We're over this hump.
Yeah.
Biden is the president-elect. Kamala Harris is the vice president-elect. First woman, first Black woman, first Indian American woman to do this. And that's monumental for me, at least. But now we all just sit back and watch Donald Trump make a fool of himself until January.
For 72 days. We still got to fuck with the homeboy for like 70 days, right? So it's like.
But he can't even find lawyers, really, other than Giuliani's dumbass to assist him in his journey. But it's coming.
I heard he said, "Yo, is it true that he kibosh the stimulus checks now?" He's like, "Yo, fuck it, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. I didn't win, so you niggas ain't getting this money. I'm out."
Look, the stimulus checks was already botched. Okay,
Right.
When they could not come up with a deal that in Congress before the elections. Okay, so that's already botched, and that's already another conversation for the next time that Congress is in session, which if I remember correctly is this week. They come back this week, so
he ain't gonna do nothing.
My thing is this right here. I want to say to the hypocrites out there, because I don't care what side you on. I just don't care. I don't like hypocrites. Please stop with it. This is not my president. He's not my president. Like, hold on, because when people were saying that back in 2016, y'all was like, no, he's your president. We elected him fairly and squarely. And then they want to talk about the cheating part. I'm like, oh, hold on. I remember back when George W. had that debacle back in Florida that caused him to win over Al Gore. And then let's talk about.
Thank you.
Didn't Russia like come in and like put jizz juice all in the other, 2016? Like, yo, what the? Like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we got to expect that this type of thing flips every election cycle, man. So, like, depending on who's in power, depending on who you want to be in power.
Right. Stop
You
crying.
understand what I'm saying?
definitely.
But stop. But like you, to your point, stop that crying.
Stop
Stop
with
that.
crying.
right with the
Because
hypocrisy.
because if you live in the United States, I remember motherfuckers when Trump was about to get elected. "Oh, if Trump gets elected, I'm leaving. I'm moving to Canada. I'm getting the fuck out of here."
Right.
And didn't go anywhere.
Because
And
you know
guess
what?
what?
I
Well, they
was that
can't go
person.
now
I
because
only-
we
I only
really
knew-
can't
and I
go
only-
anywhere.
And I only knew one person that did that anyway. Okay, shout out
Mm.
to my man. So go ahead.
But my point is, Trump was your president if you live in
Right.
the United States,
Yep.
and Biden's your president. No matter if you like those words or not. You understand what I'm saying? No, he ain't my president.
Him your
45
daddy.
ain't my. Yeah, he's your president.
yeah,
He's your
he's your
president for
daddy
the
now.
next for the next 70 days. He's your fucking president. And to the other people, you know what I'm saying? Biden is your president elect.
Yep.
You know, come on. You know, we gotta get over that. But like you said, man, let's get over that that hypocrisy and try to
Right.
work together, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think Biden said it best too. He was like, "Yo, just because you on the other side does not mean you're the enemy." And I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, yeah, you could be a Trump supporter. I don't have to be friends with you, but I don't not have to be your enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the end of the day. Like I don't like because when I put you in the enemy part of it, just on the Bishop Omega side of things, then there needs to be punches in the face happening. You know what I'm saying? If you are an enemy, you are a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like if we just disagree on some shit, then that's fine. You live your life, I live my life, and you just be angry and shit on that. Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you this right here. Because I wouldn't have said shit. I wouldn't have said shit if Trump won or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or I would have said, but I mean, I would have been like, but at the end of the day, it doesn't. When you wake up on Tuesday morning, it's like I still got to go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You still
That's
got
been my point for the last 4+ years, bro.
The world will go on.
You know what I'm saying?
It
The
goes
world
on.
is still going. You still got to pay bills. You still got to go to work. You still got to support your family.
Wow.
And you know there are certain issues that you hold near and dear. Fight for those issues. Sure, that's what America's all about. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, to your point, to one of the points that you made, Bishop, man, people, as far as being friends with people that support, you know, I guess opposing political candidates. Listen, fam, I've been saying this for years too. We got to stop falling in love with politicians, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall in love. I don't want to hear none of that Uncle Joe bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Don't fall in love with your politicians. You know what I'm saying? Just they're elected officials.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Don't develop these cult-like followings behind a president or a politician or an elected official. Stop that, fam. We got to stop that on both sides of the ball.
Right. Because it's kind of like this. It's kind of like naming the farm animals. You know what I'm saying? It's like don't name the cow because you're gonna slaughter that motherfucker and eat that motherfucker when times are or when times come around.
Mama,
so like
please don't kill Bessie.
Don't kill Bessie. No, Bessie, it was always hamburgers. She was always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And you should have named Betsy. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's kind of if you can understand that analogy, then it's the same thing with politicians. It's like this because I think I put a post up. I'm like, yeah, if Biden fuck up and Kamala fuck up, then guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna vote their ass out too.
You got to, bro.
It's like, yo,
accountability.
If y'all come in this motherfucker and you mess up and tear the country up more, guess what? You're going to.
Thank you.
Out of here.
Let me follow you, and I want to hear from Tico. I know he's been trying to break in. Excellent point, bro. Excellent point. If Biden and Kamala Harris start fucking up, that's what I mean by don't fall in love with these politicians, man. Don't hold them to such high esteem that if they do something against your interest, that you won't call them out. Like be involved in the political process as much as you were involved these last 4 years. Every move Trump made, you know what I'm saying? You had something to say about this shit.
Biden it's not the time to rest, yo. It's not the time
to rest and be lazy. You understand what I'm saying? It is not the time. So if they start fucking up, hold them accountable. Write letters, call, all that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? But don't fall in love with these elected officials, man. I know, you know what I'm saying? It's just too easy, man. But let's stop that shit, man. Hold them accountable.
Totally agree. Take out.
It's all a conspiracy.
Yeah. here we go with Tom Hanks.
No, 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 no. I mean, Tom Hanks was just a small fidget of this whole big web. If you take 2020 and you divide it by 666,
Don't.
you
Talk
will
that shit.
equal
Rabbit hole.
3.0330.
Uh huh.
That
Rabbit
number
hole.
right there should be well known because that's Biden and Harris's sign when they text. When you text them, the Democrats, that's the number.
Everybody,
3.0330.
everybody look.
Rabbit hole.
Everybody right now, just look into your webcam at Tico. Just look at them. Just look at them.
Yeah.
Just look at them.
Rabbit hole.
So that
Like-
right there is ladies
Rabbit
and gentlemen, was a
hole.
tailhole. That was the sign I already knew Biden and Harris was going to win. I'm still
Rob,
on the hunt for
Rob,
Tom Hanks.
let me
What?
be the first one to apologize.
Save
Be the
us.
first one to apologize because we went 20, we were 21, 20, 2018. We were 19 minutes into the show
Yep.
and he took us down a rabbit hole
Yeah.
that quick.
Rabbit
Yeah.
hole.
I tried.
Nah,
I tried
Nah.
to give him a voice because he was trying to make a point. I thought he was going to make a salient point, but here,
That is
but,
salient.
Can I-
here,
can I
here,
say
here
something?
he goes. Here he
Ain't
goes.
no rabbit in that hole. That's a gopher hole. That is a rat hole that we just went. That is not a rabbit hole. That is another
Rat hole.
rodent's
hole.
hole. That is not a rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Rabbits
Rat
right
hole
now are
sounds gross, friend.
Yeah, that sounds gross. But for real, like we on some real shit. It's like everybody was saying. We all said it. We've all been kicking it. Whoever's in the office, you still got to pay your rent. Still got to pay them bills. Get it going. Uh, you know, I was making some Republican moves and I was making some change. So now I got to switch up and ride another fucking Democrat train. Yeah. And so that's what I'm gonna do. You gotta
What?
make these moves, man. You gotta make moves. Now I gotta figure out, like, I had stocks in these other fucking in these pharmaceutical companies, and now the Democrats in here now, and they're talking some other stuff about this. Now I got to figure out where I got to switch my money, put my money at, man. So
I
give it to me,
mean,
Tico.
my whole thing with them, bruh. Stay away from my fucking guns, yo.
I knew that was going to
That's-
stay
I don't think that's gonna happen.
stay away from my fucking guns and my right to do as I please, you know what I'm saying, as far as ordering parts online or whatever I want to do or get
Yeah.
whatever I want.
Yeah.
Don't impede. My whole thing is I'm not for government overreach at all. And with what they actually are proposing, you understand, because I kind of got, I was on my little Second Amendment run this summer, but I kind of got away from that message. But what they're actually saying is they're planning on putting their hands all in that pot, and you know what I'm saying, and restricting law-abiding citizens such as myself and the guys on this panel, restricting our rights. You understand what I'm saying? So just stay away from my guns. We'll get along fine. I won't have too much to say. I'm going to be following them just as closely. Just like I was saying, man. And then Lynn made a good point in the comments, man, going back to like people fucking canceling each other over their support of political candidates, man. You really honestly only hear that from the left, to be honest with you. They find out you a Trump supporter or something like that. I mean, I'm telling you, I have a friend. I told y'all about my friend, this guy I went to college with, man. He, you know what I mean? He kind of like came out, he kind of supported Trump on some of his policies and stuff, man. And people was like, man, you know what? We saw it in real time. People were deleting them, blocking them, cussing them out. I'm through with you. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Come on. We only really see that from the left.
But Rob,
What?
look, man, I'm sorry on that, okay? But that was going on from both sides prior to Trump. Okay, because
I never saw Republicans.
No, I saw it from both sides. Okay, I saw it from both sides because even I'm unaffiliated. Okay,
As am I.
there are things I lean left. There's things I lean right in. There are candidates there I support, and there are candidates that I don't support. Okay,
Right.
I supported the Obama presidency. Okay, and there were friends of mine that were on the right who ended conversations with me.
That
Okay.
wrote you
So
off.
that wrote me off. Okay. So we have to, if we're gonna get to a point in this country, and we're gonna talk about this a little bit later as well, but if we're gonna get to a point in this country where we have to be able to have the civil discourse discussions and have
Absolutely.
them and
Right.
have them and have them like fucking adults, guys.
Yes.
Right. Yep.
Yes.
And that's the
Without
problem.
name calling. And I think that I agree with Perry. You see it from both sides, and the it's damaging
Mhm.
the ugliness and the meanness just for the sake of being mean to someone who is of a different political view.
I got you. I
That
see what y'all was
environment,
saying.
that's the environment.
I
It's
see what
not
y'all was saying.
necessarily people are attaching humanity to whether you're a Democrat or a Republican.
Right. Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
Taking an example, the black man that we and as North Carolinians elected as the Attorney General called Michelle Obama multiple times a man. Why? Because she's pro-life, and I mean she's pro-choice and you're pro-life.
Right.
Why are
And
you
see-
like personal attacks on
Okay.
people having nothing to do with policy?
Right.
It has been a long road.
Now that's
And
true.
That is the
Uh,
environment that this current president has poked and stoked and thrown gasoline on this fire. And if it comes from one side, it damn sure is going to come from the other side. Like
Yeah.
it's not, if we can't talk politics without you making a personal attack,
Okay.
like it could be something as simple. My sister posted this a few weeks ago, but it could be something completely unrelated.
Mhm.
Here's a picture of a sunflower field. And the comments under that viral post that
Mhm.
have nothing to do with politics are personal attacks on people. And they must be a Democrat because they said such and such. Oh, they
Yeah.
must be a Republican
Right.
because they on a
Liberal.
fucking picture of
Liberals.
sunflowers, y'all.
Those little sunflowers.
Liberal. I think that liberal is the key word to nigga lovers now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those
Right.
situations. It's like, but I want to go into the point is this right here. Because no one canceled anyone when George W. was in office. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the real shit that's going on. We got Perry. It's all ingrained in our corn syrup, like Trevor Noah said, of racism, because of the fact is this right here. When you take the last two presidents, right? You say Obama, people canceled you for Obama because guess what? Just simply the fact because the dude was black. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't want, or they thought he was Muslim or whatever they wanted to call it. But it's all ingrained to the racism. And the reason why people are canceling people for Trump is because the implied racism. No one cared. Like what I'm saying, I'm talking about this. Like no one cared.
Thank you.
No one cared
Thank you.
I didn't cancel anybody when W. Bush was in office.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's only you getting canceled when
The pot started boiling.
when
The pot started boiling with Obama.
exactly
Yep,
the hatred because a black man should not be leading us.
Hey, let me share this.
That's my angry white
Yeah.
fist.
One of the actually one of and this is just, and I apologize. We should be focusing on on the Biden Harris win, but I do want to drive back to Obama real quick. Okay, one of the people I'll say this. I remember this conversation that I had while when Barack was running. Okay, and one of the comments that a quote unquote friend of mine made was, God, dude, he's not American. I mean, look at the name, Barack Hussein Obama. And I was like, motherfucker, your last name is Polyamacus. Get the fuck out of here. And that was one of the last times I talked to him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. First of all, if your name is Polyamacus, you should be one of Zeus's offspring.
But no, I'm just tired of that whole thing, man. Like, like I don't like people I don't like mean-spirited people. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can be all the conservatives and Trump supporters that you want. I'm telling you, I'm cool with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. We can rock all day, but when you're mean-spirited with it just because of your political affiliation, I can't rock with you. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going front. I like some of the, this lieutenant governor in North Carolina. I like some of his ideas, but I don't like the mean spirited shit. I don't like that. I can't fuck with it. I cannot. That's disrespectful as fuck.
It is
to call, to say that about Michelle Obama. Don't be mean spirited with your shit. Just that's what I'm saying. I'm saying just being specific to this situation. Just like, I wasn't for all the disrespect of Kamala Harris, and you know what I mean. I
don't necessarily agree with her.
Don't necessarily agree with a lot of
things. But she's
right.
still like these are still people, and they have families, and they like. But a lot of times, what you run into on social media is that like Bishop said, liberal is the new dog whistle for nigger lover. Like these people see that their power just by numbers slipping away. And they're holding on to all this vitriol. Like it's astonishing the hatred that people have for someone when I have a differing political view, because he has been removed from politics. It's now a morality thing, or you think you're better than someone because you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, like, or you think that I kill babies because I'm pro. Like it's too emotional. Like Rob says a lot. It's way too emotional.
Yep.
Like, look at the policy. Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it?
Right.
Why? Like, I think everybody needs to take a debate class.
Yeah, but that's the only thing. But that's the only thing people got to hold on to, with that think that they don't have anything to say. You know what I'm saying? You got cats down there in Florida, trapping gators, and you hear what I'm saying, and living on the swamp and doing stuff like that. And when it comes down to it, I've said it plenty of times. It's not a white or black thing, it's a green thing, man.
Yep.
And once poor white people start realizing they just like poor black people, you know what I'm saying? The middle class white people,
they're never going to do that, though.
You know what I'm saying? When they start realizing that, hey, we all want the same thing for our kids to live a good life,
away from niggers
and from all this other stuff, whether it be that or not. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. It's just about being human, and just think about it. When you in kindergarten or like daycare, and you around, you see your kids playing with other kids, white kids, black kids, and they just having fun because they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about how you play. And then when they get into like kindergarten, they still playing, but like first and second grade, then they start getting into cliques. They started learning that, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't hang with the blacks. You shouldn't. That shit is fucked up, yo.
Yeah.
That shit is fucked up. And we should have a child's mind in that aspect of, everybody is everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like assholes. That's just me. Yeah. I don't care what you are. I just don't like assholes.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, I'll say this: you can be an asshole, just don't be mean spirited about the shit.
Right, exactly.
I'm serious.
That's me.
I'm
an asshole. I'm not mean spirited.
I was just going to say, look at me.
We are assholes.
Right.
Especially Keisha.
I know. I was going to say, look.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, here we go.
Rob has been my best friend for almost 30 years now.
Right,
okay?
right.
But his cat to death. He an asshole. He always been an asshole. You know what? But guess what? That's my asshole. That is my asshole.
He's your
Come
asshole.
on now. Rabbit hole. Rabbit hole.
That's pro love right there. You might be an asshole, but you my asshole. All right now.
My asshole.
Don't you be talking about my asshole.
What the hell is this? Is this penitentiary 4? What the hell? This motherfucker
Plus hella pause, nigga.
half dead and too sweet back in business again. What the hell?
Sweet.
Hey, I wanted to bust my too sweet hairstyle today, but I decided not to go with that.
Hey,
but
listen,
anyway,
if you're an asshole, drop I'm an asshole in the comments.
Drop a
yes,
I am an
definitely
asshole
do
in
that.
the comments.
Definitely.
And if you know an asshole, drop the asshole's name in the comments too. And
Oh, hey, y'all.
Speaking of which,
Justin's on.
exactly. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you,
Fuck
Justin.
Fuck you for that comment. Matter of fact, I'm deleting that shit.
He said Perry the
I don't.
Pono.
I don't like that implication. Hell no.
Quanta,
Fuck
I am not
shit.
meaner than
Fuck
you.
that. Fuck that. Yeah, we're in a rabbit hole big time.
We are.
Cherie said, support who you want. Just be a good person to hell with the rest of the BS. Thank you, Cherie.
Mhm.
Thank y'all. I've been saying this
Exactly.
for years. Like,
But hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to
Also,
say this story because
do no harm, but I ain't taking no shit neither.
Right, no doubt.
But
Right.
you know what? One of my history teachers taught me this. He was a substitute history teacher. He was like this: everybody. It doesn't matter, like, you know, when you're a Trump supporter, you're Biden supporter, you're gonna bring your guns out and everything like this. If your baby is in the car and the car is burning, you don't care if it's a Trump supporter to come save your baby or a Biden supporter to come save your baby. There is no place when you get down to the point when it comes down to saving your life and the person. You don't care if the person is black, white, Chinese, Muslim, Christian, Satanist, or whatever. As long as that person could get you out of the situation you were in, you don't care. So what I'm saying is this right here: if you don't care at the point of they need to save your motherfucking life, who they are,
right?
Because then you shouldn't care at all. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying?
But Bishop, I mean, there was a time when motherfuckers didn't want anything. If they knew the blood was black, they didn't want it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
be that extremist. Be that extremist. If you're gonna be that extremist, it's like this. If you're gonna be a staunch Trump supporter, when I come in and I try to, you get in a car accident and I come to pull you out the car, I want you to ask me, do you support Biden? And guess what? If I say yes, then I want you to go and let me die. You know what I'm saying? That's where I want you to be at.
I got you.
Go on with that.
And why did that sound like an old episode of the Jeffersons, man? No. And I'm sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole right now. I don't care. You remember that episode when the Ku Klux Klan was moving into George Jefferson's building? Okay?
Shit, I don't remember that episode.
Yeah, it was an episode where Ku Klux Klan was moving into George Jefferson's building, and they were having a meeting downstairs. And Tom Willis, you know, being dumb, au-fait Tom Willis as he is, decided to invite George to the meeting, not really realizing that he was going to a white supremacist meeting. And when they
remember this one.
Yeah. And when George got down there, you know, the leader of the white supremacists was going off on him. And then he had a heart attack. He started having a heart attack. And then once he started having a heart attack, George went
a long ass rabbit hole, yo.
George was like, yo, fuck it. I'll go ahead and give him CPR. He gave him CPR when the guy was being taken out by the paramedics. You know, he looked at his son. He was like, yo, thank you for saving me. He's like, I ain't save you. He did. And he pointed to George. The guy looked at George and he looked back at his son and he said, you should have let me die. And walked, and then they and George was like, see what happens. I try to do the right thing, and this is what I get because
we always got to be that role. We always play that role, though. We always play that role. We always play the role of kindness and acceptingness,
forgiveness, and
doing the right thing. It's not always the right thing. I could give a fuck about racist people. I'm not extending my hand. We don't know yet. We don't know what the numbers look like. We will. But we always talk about this. Supporting Trump on policy versus supporting Trump on all of the rest of his bullshit. I can't rock with y'all. I'm not gonna forgive you because I don't give a fuck about you. Like, that's just point blank period. I don't care about you enough to lend my forgiving heart to you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm not doing that.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's a person and not a political thing. Like, if you're the type of person that spits this trash and because of the lies that this man tells you, and you feel like you're going to roll up on me and my family, or like you're the reason why I worry. My kids went to Chapel Hill today and I'm sitting here the whole time like, fuck. Like, literally.
Right.
If you're part of that group that makes me feel like that, fuck you.
Yeah,
period.
But my whole thing has been, that whole don't fall into that cult of personality thing. That's why I'm imploring people, don't be all head over heels and love people all out in the street dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the Ewoks were when the Empire fell. You understand what I'm saying?
The Ewoks had a reason to
Exactly what I
celebrate.
thought.
When the
They were
Empire fell,
downtrodden.
that's what it looked like. It literally looked like he said it would down. Don't do that, man.
I don't necessarily agree with that because
The
I'm
Ewok
not
for the
y'all know I don't really rock with Biden like that at all. But a lot of people put in a lot of work, a lot of
Yeah.
grassroots groups,
Yeah.
grassroots groups put in a lot of work to make this election go like it went, like it almost didn't go. It's
Yeah.
okay to celebrate that.
Okay,
Celebrate
exactly,
now,
exactly.
but Questlove posted today or yesterday, celebrate this weekend, celebrate. Like, okay, Biden, I think he'll be a good transition president to wherever we need to go next, depending on how many years he lives. I
Kamala
didn't say
Harris.
that out loud,
You
but
said that out loud.
but I think he'll be because right in the middle, right leaning, right. He's still got good white man qualities. He's not Bernie Sanders crazy,
No.
right? With all these crazy ideas that may or may not work. But in this transition from what we had, I am glad that Trump is gone. My kids celebrated yesterday when they called it. My oldest son says, yo, let's go. Now we get to see just regular racists again.
Yep.
Shout out to
So-
regular racism. Shout out to regular
Just
racism.
regular, like regular. Let's go back to regular racism.
Yeah,
Shit's worrisome and it's exhausting.
Yeah, my son and his friends went to downtown Durham, and they were watching the celebrations and all that. My point is, don't fall in the background and think shit is sweet when it really ain't.
Exactly. We still got work to do, yo.
We still got work to do. Hold them fucking accountable.
Yep.
First things
Don't
first,
fall
dude.
back.
First
Hey,
things
Rob,
first,
I'm glad-
man. Yo, well, Pete, first things is this,
Okay.
man. He has to undo all the shit that Trump done.
Yeah.
But that's gonna take a majority of some shit. You know what I'm saying? He has
Yeah.
some shit under the works, but he has to undo a lot of shit. So I mean, if you thinking some major shit gonna run down the pipeline real
Right.
quick, like you know what I'm saying? I'm more seriously doubt it.
Where's making lead federally legal? Where's that on the list?
I don't know, but I know Biden said the first thing he's gonna do is get those kids back to their parents.
Right.
Well, I know what's been making the rounds on the news today was that on Monday he's announcing his corona task force. So I
That's
think
scary in
first thing,
itself.
I think first things first is dealing with the coronavirus. Okay,
Right.
but I'll say this. Okay, for those that voted for Biden to put things back to the way they were, that was the wrong reason to
Right.
vote.
Right,
Okay?
right.
I mean, if anything, call it a reset button, okay?
Yeah.
But not a reset button to go back to where we were in
Right.
2016.
Right.
Okay, because as a country to move forward, okay, we have to be able to move forward with new ideas and with the ability to work together.
Yo, P, but that's all well and good, man. But any structure needs a good foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the foundation is already is shaky as shit.
Yeah.
So, and I'm all about, what I'm saying, but I personally, I can't think of anything that has come out of this administration that they could build on to make better. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it was built on sand. It's built on a bunch of propaganda. It's built on a bunch of because of the fact it was built on kind of like Rob says, it was built on pure emotion. This election, it was built on the fear of, oh shit, I am a middle-aged white person and I'm about to lose all my power that I've had since the 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I'm gonna say this right here.
1760s.
The 70s, I'm sorry, yeah, I meant to say 70s, 60s. But like you know what I'm saying? But it's like this. So what we gotta understand is this right here. The whole structure of America was built upon white supremacy. Now
Yep.
when we can say this right here, once we say that, when that shit starts shifting, that makes a lot of people scared
Yep.
because black people only been doing the shit we've been doing for like two grandmothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like this, like
Mhm.
for really,
50,
like
50 years, about 50 years.
50 years for voting. I'm talking about we only been not slaves for maybe 160 years. And if you break that up, that's two grandmothers. That's
Yep.
two 80-year-old grandmothers. That's it. That's not that long ago.
Mhm.
We haven't gotten to the place where we're supposed to be. And then it's like this because people are not ready for certain shit, and you could tell because that shit hasn't been bred out of them yet. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Racism is bred into, it has to be bred out. It has to be taking these sons and daughters of racist people that we went to high school with. It was like, yo, that's some bullshit. I got black friends. Fuck that. I like them. And
Mhm.
then it slowly, you know what I mean? And we're in our
And that's how.
40s.
And that.
We're in our 40s. So it's like, you know
And
what I'm saying? What we got to understand is this right here. America, and we talk about we put America against China. Like China is thousands and thousands of years old as a country.
Mhm.
We're still young. Like all this shit is still young. So it's going to take us that time to get out of that. And that's what we have to realize is we can break that shit if we just say, yo, your grandmother and your grandfather was pieces of shit for being racist. Now you have the ability to change that. And that's all it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's about wanting to change your mindset.
well, it's all the kids. That's what it is. That's why, and that's how Biden won. It's the youngest.
Right.
It's the youngest. They get tired of seeing all the bullshit.
Hmm.
They're tired of seeing us. You know what I'm saying? It's just like watching two parents bickering all the fucking time. All
Right.
you want to
Mhm.
do is go in your fucking room, listen to some fucking some headbanger shit. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe
We're not going
yeah,
to take
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Real shit, you know what I'm saying, and
We're gonna
rebel.
take
And
it.
that's what it is.
I like that shit.
We all know kids that their parents was racist as shit, but
Hmm.
their kids just love hanging with us. It
Right.
was
Mhm.
cool.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, they were just rebelling against their parents. They just knew that what their parents believed was bullshit.
They're
And
trying to
that's
be
and
good
exactly.
people.
And all that shit is going on. And with the internet now, and like Key says, her kids, you know what I'm saying? My kids, they have friends all over the world.
Hmm.
So it breaks that barrier down. So you don't have all this stupid ass,
Mm,
what I'm saying, ways of thinking.
Right.
And that is what got Biden and through. And if anything, he needs to grab hold of that and nurtures that and say, hey, youngins, I'm here for you too. We're not gonna sit here and just do everything, you know what I'm saying, for us, but I'm listening to you young people too, because the shit is bugged out, man. In all actuality, I think like they should have you should be a president like fucking like they do jury duty. You just get a fucking ballot in the fucking mail, and then you have to do, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way. That's the
There you
only
go.
way. That's the only. I'm
There you
saying
go.
that's the only way that you as a person could
Mhm,
understand
Hmm.
exactly what politics is about.
mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Tico, I'm
So
glad. Actually,
go ahead, P.
I
Go
apologize,
ahead.
Rob. I'm glad you brought up in the mail. Okay. Because I do want to take a look at it. I just want to bring up the numbers real quick. Okay.
Hmm.
Because
Mhm.
as of the last numbers, I mean, Biden is sitting at just under 75 million voters. Okay. And that's the most number of people that have ever voted for a candidate. Okay. The second highest number is
Barack Obama.
no, Donald Trump
Donald Trump.
this
Mm.
year.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
sitting under
Historic voting
71.
numbers
Yeah,
across
exactly. So
across the country. Yep.
exactly. So we've had historic voting numbers, as Keith said, across the country. Okay, and because of one, the way the campaigns were ran to get
Right.
their voters out. Okay, and because of this, because of this pandemic.
All
Okay,
right.
because of this pandemic, the opportunity to use the mail-in vote more. Okay, Here's what was killing me. Here's what was killing me. Okay, because
Go
Talk
ahead
social
that
and say
shit.
media,
it.
Talk
Go
that
yo,
ahead
shit.
and say it. Go
yo,
Big
ahead and
screen
say it.
yourself.
social
Big screen
social
yourself, nigga.
media, big screen myself.
Big screen
Okay,
yourself.
I will. I will. I will. Social media, you a funny bitch. Let me explain why I say that. Let me explain why I say that. So shout out, yo, shouts out Jaria. That was for you, baby. Social media, you the funny bitch. Let me explain why, okay? Because everyone was, you saw the memes, you saw the posts about why is this taking so long, okay? Uh this was actually democracy at work. I'm sorry, counting votes. All right.
Talk your shit.
We we as we as voters
Uh-huh.
and viewers of voting and political shit. All right. We don't get a chance all the time to see how the sausage is made.
People are
Mm.
loud
Okay.
and wrong. Just
Yeah,
loud, no
yeah, yeah.
about anything.
Yeah. We don't get a chance to see how the sausage is made. And when elections are close, okay, and this one was this one was extremely close.
Hmm.
At the beginning, okay, um, we don't get a chance to see it, and sometimes that can be tedious because we don't have that instant gratification of having a projected winner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right.
of
Yeah.
having a projected winner. All right. So you're feeding off of right now. You're feeding off of three buckets. Okay. You're
Right.
feeding off of the early vote bucket. You're feeding off of the same day, the same day vote bucket, and you're feeding off of the mail-in bucket.
Hmm.
Okay. This is the wave of the future. All right.
Mhm.
Y'all gonna have to deal with this shit.
Right.
All right, it is the wave of the future. Okay.
Now, this election did bring to light that there is much room for improvement as far
Yeah.
as
Oh yeah.
smooth, as far as maybe federally defining how
Mhm.
states vote, giving them maybe plan A, B, or C, and here are the three options that you can, kind of like they did back to school in North Carolina for school system.
Mhm.
So here's option A, of a federal plan. Here's option B. Here's option C. Because it just seems to be, like you said, we don't normally get to see as in depth detail about each state and how it's voting and how
Right.
votes are
Mhm.
counted. Like, I didn't know until now that there's some states that have been sending ballots out to, to voters for years now, and
Yeah.
people just fill out their ballot, they mail them in, and that's how it's gone.
Yeah.
So people don't have enough information at this point to make judgment about these particular jurisdictions or states that are counting these ballots. And like you mentioned, it's a fucking pandemic. This shit is done by volunteers.
Yeah.
They've been making calls for volunteers for months and months and months now. Like,
Mhm.
they really, really at the last minute had to get people in the door to be poll workers and vote counters and all of this good stuff. Plus, the government still goes on. Like, y'all need to think a little bit. Just think a little bit.
Some states have been doing this forever. Okay. I mean, I'm
Right.
sorry. What's going on in Arizona is what's been going on in Arizona because Arizona has been doing this forever. They've been
Yep.
doing this for a while. Okay. So it's actually going smoother. But you've had other states, okay, like the situation in Pennsylvania. Okay. Pennsylvania, they wanted to start counting those mailing votes earlier. Okay. The Pennsylvania legislature did not allow them to do it. They did not allow them to do it. Okay. So that's the reason why you got what you got. Okay. And let's be real here. Let's be real here. Okay. Uh look, I'll say this. I give President Trump um mad dap for being able to get his people to the polls on election day. Okay. Trust me, he dominated that same day
Yeah.
vote.
But
Okay,
that's
he
not that's
dominated.
Republicans do that all the time. Though.
Exactly. It's old school thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Biden was already concentrating, Biden was concentrating on the mail vote. Okay.
Yeah.
The early vote, the early vote has always been a Democratic dominated thing. Okay. Always been a Democratic dominated thing. The mail-in vote is a new piece. Okay. No, let me take it back.
No.
It's not a new piece. Okay. It's a needed
broadened.
piece.
Right.
It's a needed, broadened piece when you're in a fucking pandemic.
But listen, P, I'm gonna need you to take your dap back from President Trump because, yes, he pushed his voters to go to the polls on election day.
You're going
Yes.
But then
you're going exactly where I'm going. Go ahead,
go,
baby.
go,
Go ahead.
Perry.
No,
Go, Perry.
no. I'm giving you the full screen on this.
But
Go ahead, baby.
But then when it's time to count the votes, and he's up, he doesn't understand why he went down because they counted most states. And like I said, there probably needs to be some smoothing out on how states do things. But most states counted the election day votes first, right?
Right.
And then they counted the mail early.
Yeah, no, it goes early, election, same day, and mail in. Okay, that's how I'll say this. That's how a lot of states did that. Okay, but no, I understand where you do, where you don't want to give him that. Here's where I don't give him that. Okay, at the beginning of this pandemic, you demonized the mail-in vote.
Yep.
You demonized the mail-in vote. Okay,
Talk your shit.
instead of you demonize the mail-in vote, and I know some people that are supporting him are probably going to get upset with what I say, but fuck you.
He just did.
You demonized the vote that could have helped you. You already put it in your voters
Yep.
and your followers' heads. This is gonna get fucked up. Okay, this is gonna get fucked up. This is gonna get messed up. It's it's gonna be sketchy. All right, go vote. Okay, go vote. Go go be in the poll there and cast your vote. I wanted to do mail-in vote. Okay, but I did early voting. Okay, and I did early voting because. Okay, look, the candidate I didn't support was the one that was, that was demonizing the mail-in vote, which made me not trust him. Okay,
Right.
made me not trust what he could do as it relates to the early vote. Okay, and also look, those that are going with the whole dead voter conspiracy, that's some 20, 30, 40-year-old conspiracy shit.
Yo, but what about
Upgrade your conspiracy shit.
Yo, they
For real.
did, P. They did. I want to know is who's the motherfuckers who found the damn 200,000 votes in a fucking river. You know what I'm saying? Have you heard that shit?
Yeah, but I don't think it was. If I remember correctly, I didn't think it was like 200,000. But here's my point: either way, okay. Look, that's old conspiracy shit. Okay, because here's my whole thing. Okay, if you're gonna rig an election, okay,
Get the Russians.
why? No. Listen. Why would you? Because this is me going back into the numbers. Why would you rig the election for the presidential candidate to win,
Right.
while yet leave the Senate, which you were hoping to flip, still in place? Here's the whole. Yeah, here's the
That
whole
doesn't
thing.
even make sense, yo.
Exactly. Because
Perry, when you're right, you're right. Though
Look,
when you're right,
yeah. Here's the whole thing. Okay. When this vote is all said and done, it will be a rejection of Donald Trump. It will be a rejection of the Donald Trump presidency. What it will not be is a rejection of GOP leadership. It's not going to be a rejection of the Senate. It's not going to be a rejection of it's not going to be a rejection of the Senate. It's not going to be a rejection of those in the House, because the GOP picked up folks in the House. Okay.
Right.
As it related to the Senate, they flipped they flipped they're flipping Arizona. They're flipping Colorado. Okay. They could not flip Maine. They could not flip Susan Collins' spot. Okay. They knew they weren't going to flip Alabama. All right. But and right now, North Carolina is looking like it's going to be retained by the GOP. Right now, the only thing that's left out there
Damn, Cal. Damn.
Right now, the only thing that's left out there is the state of Georgia with their 2 Senate seats. That's now going to a runoff on January 5th. Okay.
But ain't that some North Carolina shit though, P? But ain't that some North Carolina bullshit though? You know what I'm saying? Are you even with our sports, as we do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll get those motherfuckers that still got some game in them. You know what I'm saying? But got a foot out the door. You know what I'm saying? As long as we get cats on fucking wholesale. You know what I'm saying? We do the same shit. We do the same shit. We do the same shit with fucking with schools. We wait until the last moment, and then we make fucking decisions. And I think it's the same bullshit, man. If Trump was winning, I guarantee you there'd probably been some red shit done popped up in North Carolina. I think we just sit and wait for fucking shit to pop off instead of just standing on our own and just be like, look, this is what we believe in, this is what we do, this is how it is. You know what I'm saying? Stop
but
that bullshit,
here's the whole thing. In a close state election, okay? In a close state election, I'm gonna take it back to 2008. Okay. North Carolina didn't call on the same day. Okay. North Carolina took a couple of days to call it for Obama.
And it happens that quickly. It never happens this quickly. I mean, not this quickly, but it really almost never happens on election night. So the expectation that it would, because you put all these stories out and all these conspiracy theories about shit went just like it was going to go, like it always has gone. Now, because of the influx of mail-in ballots, that is an envelope that you have to open and take out another envelope, open that envelope, have the person's voter registration, compare the signature, and then pass it off to someone else to actually run through the machine and count the vote. In Philly, who has a very fine city manager guy, by the way. Anyway, so he explained yesterday that no, it wasn't him though, but he was fine. Anyway, so yesterday they explained in Philly that a mail-in ballot or a ballot could take between 1 and 20 minutes. So if the name's misspelled or the address is off, or there could be these are people that are handling this information. It is not where you order groceries off the fucking internet, y'all. Right. There are people that fill out the ballots. There are people that type the information into the system that prints the ballot.
Okay. Come back to us, Keisha. Come back to us, Keisha.
There are people's accountants. Like, chill the fuck out. Whew. I just don't like stupid. It's just stupid.
I have a question. It's like this. Like, ladies and gentlemen, it's like this. Like, I want you guys to stop believing what Donald Trump says. Like, it's as simple as that. Like,
period. Let's talk about the end, and I never say that.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Because what you're not using is the common sense God has given a fucking billy goat. Because if you take your step back from your political parties, like I do, and I learned this from Straight to Tape. I took a step back, just like I kind of do the human condition when people start arguing and shit. You take a step back and you look at it the wide view.
We help you grow into a better person, friend.
I've always been. Listen, can I say this right here? I'm going to say this right here. Straight to Tape has allowed me to be fourth overall in the human beings of all time. I was set sixth, and now I'm fourth. You know what I'm saying? The only people that's in front of me is like Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi. So what I'm saying is this right here.
Who was a racist, by the way.
Listen, it's okay. Sometimes we have to be a little racist to get shit done. All right, now what I'm saying. Because America that showed us that. Okay, so what I'm saying is right here. When you look at it, you look at when you start planting the seeds of discontent. That's what is when you saying shit, it's called borrowing trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. Well, what if this doesn't happen? Well, hold on. Has it happened? No. Then why are you talking about it? Because I'm a person we can't deal with in the hypotheticals. So when you out there and you say, well, the mail-in vote is going to be bad. You just see the mail-in vote is not going to come there. What you're doing is this right here. You're talking directly to the 55-year-old to 70-year-old voters, white voters that don't know shit about fucking technology, that have always done it one way. And then you're talking about the kind of what Candace said one time. She was like the brain vacuum, the education vacuum in certain places. Because when you're dealing with when you're dealing with these rural counties or whatever, we have to realize this right here. All the smart kids and stuff like that don't leave. They leave and they come to Durham. They leave and they go to New York because that's where free thinking people go, because there isn't any opportunities in buttfuck Indiana. Because all it is like, because you got to think about this. The reason
Never
why
been there.
The reason
Don't
why
want to go there.
the reason why those states stay
I
red
might have been
is
once or twice.
because you're dealing with people that are not educated. When they talk about the non-educated, when they talk about the non-educated white man, the person without a degree, that means those people haven't gone to fuck nowhere. Because you're in buttfuck motherfucking Indiana.
But that's a good point, Bishop. And I watch a lot of PBS, and PBS has a lot of shows about revitalization of these rural areas, and they're turning blue, right? They're like art hubs and trying to like Wilson, for example, has this big push to retain people now. Due to the pandemic, companies are shifting to a work from home or mobility model. So people can actually live anywhere and work anywhere. So that is causing these small rural places to take a look and be like, how can we actually attract hip new people to our area, like young people? Is dirt cheap in those areas, so that's like the number one draw. You're finding places like Kinston and Wilson in North Carolina, and small, small towns that are becoming more younger and more liberal. And that's what happened in Arizona, right? Mariposa County, is it where Phoenix is?
You're talking about Maricopa County.
Maricopa County. The Republicans had no fucking idea the changes that have happened to that county demographically over the last 4 years. They weren't ready.
They forgot about the youngins.
They were not ready. Right. It has become younger. It has become Latinx community. It just pretty much anti-Trump for the most part. That is a voting center, contains most of the population of the state of fucking Arizona.
Right.
So you're going to see this a lot more. And I think next election cycle, they'll pay better attention to not just because the way CNN talking heads explained it is President Trump took his map from last time and basically was like, okay, where do I need to go? Where was I low or where was I high? He won Arizona completely, like it was completely red last time, and they didn't pay attention to demographic changes in those particular areas.
Did you see what he did with what he did with Erie? When he was like, when he went to he was like, I don't even really, I shouldn't even be coming to Erie, Pennsylvania. Like, yo, you can't say that shit to people in Erie, Pennsylvania.
They still voted for his dumbass though.
What I'm saying is like this. But my thing is this right here. He was like, yo, if we wasn't winning, like it's like one of those situations like, you cannot say that to people. It's like you can't say I wouldn't come here if I didn't need your votes. Right. Like that's what you talking. Mm-hmm. And you still vote for this motherfucker? Like I would be offended. I'm like, yo, I would vote.
Georgia has not voted for a Democratic presidential candidate. They haven't put one over since '92, since Bill Clinton.
Yo, peep this, man.
And he traveled to Georgia. Okay, you travel to the quote unquote battleground states to defend your shit. Okay, you do that to defend your shit. Georgia should never be a state. It should never be a state that you travel to defend your shit unless your shit is in jeopardy. How many times did he go to Kentucky? How many times did he go to Tennessee? Okay, you had you have states that are set party wise. Okay,
But that's the whole thing,
yeah.
and that's part of my point. You think you do. He thinks he did, and this election was just the tip of the iceberg as far as that transition of people out of metropolitan areas, liberal people out of metropolitan areas into rural beatnik cool ass little towns. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to pay attention to moving forward, because the
Yo,
shift is going to
can I
continue.
ask you
Like,
something, man? Can I ask y'all
Chico.
something? Um, remember the young man that came out and spoke against gun violence? What city was he from? What was
He
that?
was
Was
he that was Florida. That was Florida. You
that's
talking?
when they had the mass shootings, like the whole
Yep,
bunch of mass
yep.
shootings, right? Now, you remember the young guy? He was speaking, and he was like, you know, we want y'all to do something. We're sitting here telling you this is what's happening, and we
mhm,
will vote you out. You know what I'm saying? You know, that right there should have told everybody the climate of what's going to happen.
yep. And
Right.
those kids were old enough to vote in
And they
this
were
election.
exactly, and they, and everybody grabbed their kids, everybody grabbed somebody else, everybody
Mhm,
grabbed a friend of a friend,
mhm.
and that right there
Oh,
lets you know that these young people, there's a voice to be heard, and they're tired of watching our bullshit.
Yep.
You
exactly.
know what I'm saying? When you see your parents, you know what I'm saying, at the point, you love your parents and you see them, but then when you really get to see, like, hey, these are
They're
motherfuckers.
people.
They're just people.
Yep.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They're
Yep. I tell
just
people
people.
that all the time.
And,
You'll get to a
and
point in life when you look at your parents and they are, yes, you respect them as your parents, but they at that point don't know what the catalyst may be. But there's always one when you look
exactly.
at them, be like, they are just regular old
They're just
people.
regular ass
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Right.
And
Hmm.
these young motherfuckers, they like, yo, I get you, mom, pop. I hear you, but there's shit that we got to get done too. And we need,
Yeah.
this right here is the climate of the change of politics, man.
Hmm.
It,
Hmm.
it's Biden and Harrison. I don't even know what to say, man, because kudos to the youth, whether it
Yeah.
be on
They
whether
did
it
this
was
thing.
on Trump's side or
They did
on
it.
the
Oh,
Democrat side. I'm good looking on getting out and voting and voting for what you believe
Right.
in your heart of hearts. I know
But
some of y'all might have voted because your parents might have, like, swayed you to go that way. You know what I'm saying? But for those that were free thinking, yo, God bless you, yo, for real.
I
exactly.
didn't tell my
Key
Oh
said it
kid
the
no.
who
best.
to vote for.
Key said it the best. Key said it the best. She said the young kids, they don't have all that stigma behind them as we did. Even though
Hmm.
we're pretty much we're open people, but it's like this. Key Key kids is like, nah, we like who we like. Who makes us feel good? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And we got to talk about like this, and that means who makes us feel good. Whether my best friend is gay, whether my best friend is transgendered, whether my
Hmm.
best friend is black, whether my best friend is white, whatever. This is the person that allows me to be me around them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't
Right.
care. I don't hold on. Okay, sorry, it's Durham. It was shooting shit. Okay, listen. So it was like
They
at
ain't
the end of
shit over
at
by
the
your house.
end of
Shut up.
at the end of the day, it's like this. These kids are looking into like, who is this person?
Hmm.
Who is this person? And
Yep.
through matter of fact, and then they're looking selflessly. They say, okay, this person protects me, but it doesn't protect my best friend Steve over here, or Karen, or whoever. It doesn't protect them. So I'm not gonna go with that because I don't want to see my person that I care the most about be put out in these streets or be fucked up in life. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So if you don't like my mom, you don't like my best friend, then we got beef.
Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully they'll retain that, because a lot of times that kind of youthful optimism wears off when you get old and crusty.
I just hope
Yeah.
that the young folks just don't get like that tribe that was on Star Trek that got rid of the people when they turned, like, what, 35 or something.
30,
Like,
30
you know what I'm saying? And once you turn
Yes.
35, they, they kill you
I
and
must
shit.
take this.
Nah,
You
that
have
was
to like commit
that was
suicide through
what was
some
the other
kind of
one?
ritual and shit.
Yeah, right.
What was the
You
other
too
one?
old. You
look,
too old to be thinking
look.
for us. You know.
Stolen
Oh,
Green.
look,
Stolen Green
or
also did
worse.
that too. Stolen
No,
Green
no,
did that
worse. Logan's Run. Logan's
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah,
The
Logan's
cat
Run.
was 30. The cat was 30 years old.
Yo, so
Yo,
that,
guys.
that's what they were feeding.
Yeah,
That's what they were feeding the people, the old people.
that was Soylent Green. Soylent Green.
That's
Okay.
Green.
Okay. So, so last night we saw the Biden Harris victory speech, and usually around a victory speech, there's usually the quote unquote loser of the election concedes, but right now we have not
Waco,
seen.
we ain't coming out. Waco.
So, the president has right now has not conceded this election. He's refused to concede this election. And there are litigations. There are cases to try to he's going down fighting. Is what he's doing right now. Panel, what are your thoughts about that? Should he concede? Okay. Or is it, or is this the best tactic for him, as a person that is going to go down fighting and is not going to admit at this point right now that he's lost.
It's the
So
NBA. It's
what?
the
What are
NBA
you?
finals. It's the NBA finals right now, and you know what I'm saying. And motherfuckers is up, but we still have advertisement that we already sold, and you know what I'm saying. And
Right.
we already
Exactly.
sold tickets to go for motherfuckers to sit in the stands. There's going to be a game 7. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that shit. That's all it is. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
been all week, dude.
So
That's been all week. They
that,
could have
that's
taken
that's
him
what
in
it is.
4, but
Exactly.
stretch it on out.
Just
Stretch it on out.
stress the shit on out. You know what I'm saying? Get us all tired and stress the fuck out. And you know what I'm saying? Because the holidays is coming and Thanksgiving, and hey,
We ain't got shit else to do.
ain't got nothing else
Perry,
to do.
what are the pending cases? Pennsylvania, Philly specifically, Pennsylvania,
It's
right?
Pennsylvania. There of course they're going into Georgia as well.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Uh,
Georgia's getting a recount. Like
Georgia's
somebody's,
getting
yeah,
no,
they're
no,
getting a recount.
Georgia's automatically getting the
Yeah,
recount.
because of the
Just
margin.
I mean, you're only looking at a 0.2% margin of
Hmm.
victory. And
Hmm.
so that's getting recount, but they're heading to court there. Okay.
So,
They
in
did
wait, hold on.
they did
In Pennsylvania, what are they suing for?
uh it, in Pennsylvania, it's still regarding the votes, the votes that
The
were
validity of the
well,
votes.
one,
Okay,
validity of the votes. Two, they did get a minor victory on watching the count. Okay.
right.
Having representatives from the campaign there to watch. Okay.
But
Which
see,
to me
here's
is
the thing.
kind of funny though. That one to me is kind of funny because it's not just one party counting votes.
Exactly.
not
It's
just
too
one
well. There's
party
a person from a Democratic member and a
and a
Republican
Republican
member,
member.
Mhm.
but it just I turned on CNN and there was some crazy looking, coked out looking white guy that was
With
upset
the
because they
suit, with
didn't.
I thought you
Yeah,
was
they
talking about.
didn't.
Yeah, thought you were talking
They
about the guy
didn't.
with the nice hair. But anyway,
No, but they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him in to count the votes as a poll watcher. When in the history of time has that ever needed to happen? Like these processes have happened successfully for the last how many hundreds of years? Like what the fuck do you need a crazy ass coked out dude in there watching them count ballots when there's already a Republican and a Democratic representative? So I don't.
yeah.
I'm sure that these suits don't have many legs, but who pays for this?
Interesting. Who
Who
pays for this?
pays for this?
This is coming out of the
Rob
campaign pot.
Maximus. No, Rob
Huh?
This,
Maximus.
this,
He's
this,
he's
this,
he's
yo.
funding coked out white dudes all around the country out of his own pocket.
No, but who pays for the litigation time in court?
It's
Who
coming out.
pays for the judges?
It's
Like
coming
who?
out. It's coming out of the campaign's pocket.
They
I
ain't
mean,
no money.
they are still asking for campaign donations
Right.
because the campaign has not stopped. When you concede, the
Yeah,
campaign
the campaign That makes sense. That makes
Okay.
aha.
Aha. Listen.
That
I'm
makes
very
sense. Oh, he's
racist.
smart on that. That
I'm very
he listened to his
racist.
advisors on that.
And I'm very
Okay.
rich. Ha ha. Let me give you this money. But I think that what it is it's kind of the. Have you ever had a coworker being fired on a Tuesday and they be sitting there be like, I ain't leaving until I get my check. Nigga, checks don't come out until Friday. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen for you just standing here in a parking lot? Leave. Like at the end of the day, it's the same. It's the same type of situation. It's like, yo, why are you just concede? Like, bruh, you lost. Now, what you should be doing is this, right? If I'm Donald Trump, all right, I lost. In 4 years, I'm just going to run again. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop making all this legal shit. Give me this money. I'm going to go ahead and
He's
take my
not
L.
going to be able to run again, friend, because he's going to be destitute because people is coming for his money as soon as he drops on January 21st. They're coming for his money.
That's if you don't leave in handcuffs.
I was getting ready to say. I get ready to
Okay,
say.
you right. He
Letitia
stole a lot
James.
of money.
Letitia James is on deck right now. Okay,
Right. That and
double dutch.
and
And then like this.
and Vance is on deck.
right.
We'll see.
They're coming for his money because he owes a lot of people a lot of money, and they're coming with the handcuffs. So he probably will not be available or eligible to run before.
Yo, you know what's
Thank
crazy?
God for small miracles.
You know what's crazy? Like the
What's
Republicans,
crazy, yo?
like the Republicans, like they was like, yo, Obama's gonna be the last person to get Secret Service for life.
What?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that happen?
So after Obama's the last president to get fucking Secret Service for life.
What?
So that means Donald Trump is out there fucking damn.
Yo, why did they stop Secret Service for life? Yo, please give these presidents Secret Service for life.
Please,
Please
can
verify
we
that.
verify this?
Verify
please?
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. Felicia.
Felicia, can you fact check that, please?
Check that. Okay?
Please, I don't.
We are not a non-fact checking podcast. Okay,
Oh,
that's how you get out there. Ass
Unless
out,
it comes
okay?
to Tom Hanks, we just let that slide.
Right.
Yeah, we just like exactly.
I don't know why. Tom Hanks
that's
is real.
Can we agree that that's problematic as shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, because I don't want like, even though like I still want you guys to be okay. Like, I still fuck with George W. Like, I would smoke weed with George W.
Yeah, yo, he has Secret Service all day long. Family has Secret Service. No more.
I mean,
Mama's the last one.
But Biden would have
look.
it after his term because he was before they
Vice president.
stopped.
He's
Right.
vice president. Exactly. So yeah.
Look. I don't know if I do that with George. Okay, but if W asked me about, if he said, "Hey man, you want to do this line?" He's probably the only person that I'd be like, instead of just being hell no.
Yo, like for real, I think George.
You know his wife killed somebody from drunken driving. But anyhow, that's another story.
So did Brandy. We let Brandy slide, and she did the whole verse.
Sure did.
And Holly Berry.
Look, will you quit trying to put our fact check on working on overtime right now, guys? Come on.
Okay.
She better talking about she ain't gonna do it. We're gonna have a production meeting after this, Missy. Okay. All right. We'll be talking to you after the show. Okay. We say fact check, damn. You get the keys clapping, damn it.
Hey, y'all not gonna be talking to my bestie like
this
that.
Ain't Lebanon. You won't make your own decisions. This ain't Lebanon. You won't make your own decisions.
This is my Donald Trump cadence. I'm saying everything.
I can't find it.
I'm saying it's there because I believe it's true.
No, yo, guys, just gonna switch it up a little bit here.
Don't Donald Trump us, Tico.
Please.
Yeah, really. But look, this has been a contentious election. This has been a contentious 4 years. Okay, I mean, actually, if you want to take it back to be real about it, it has been a contentious 12 years. Okay, so with a president-elect and a new administration on its way in, do you, and I've heard a lot of talking heads talking about this, talking about this, this topic, does this country need a time to heal? And what I mean by a time to heal, okay, yeah, you got a lot of upset Trump supporters, about what's going on, about the possibility of their guy losing, okay. um should we be ragging them right now? You know what I mean? Should we be, should we be the bigger people?
Fuck
Should
the
we?
people, yeah.
Let me tell you what we should do, P. This is what we should do, man.
What should we
We
do?
we should we should go to work. I think people are tired of that's sort of like, yeah, I got the job, I appreciate it. Now I'm going on vacation. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? No, man. We want to see people. We want to see you get in here and do this work. And I think that it's time. I think that we should, hold motherfuckers accountable for what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You got the Senate out here, you got the fucking legislation down here, and if they can't do nothing, they're gonna go through fucking Christmas vacation and all this other bullshit. Fuck that shit. Shit needs to be done. Work. You know what I mean? Work. That's all. I think that's what we're gonna do, and I think that the younger people, and I think that we are tired of hearing like what we're gonna do, and let's just get out here and do this work, man.
And I also think too, it's like this. We have to understand is that we still have Donald Trump is still our president for the 70 plus days that he's president, and that's going to happen. It's like, we have to really understand that we are not in a society of instant gratification. So it's like this. Like, I think what we do, as if you voted for Biden, if you voted for Biden, it's like, at this point in time, shut the fuck up. Keep doing what the hell you've been doing the last 4.5 years, whatever you've been rocking, whatever you've been doing. And then we'll go ahead and come out and rock out when everything changes power, because we don't know what's going to happen. And you don't want to put yourself in danger as far as out here with some of these crazies, because, like, understand that it's right here. There are some people out here that are activated due to this shit, that they think that Donald Trump is absolutely right, because guess what? They haven't been to therapy yet. And they really harp on that the president is the truth. This is not the 1950s. This is not the 1970s or 60s when you could trust the president. Like, when America was America.
Jimmy Carter, good old Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter. Like, no, these are not Abe Lincoln or anything like that. What you have to understand is this right here, that people are in it for the lobbyists, for the people that's paying them, that pay for the campaigns, the people to get the certain agenda in there. Like, what you not understand is like this: we are no longer a white Christian country. So when you get over that shit, that this is a white Christian country, then guess what? All the little butthurt feelings you're feeling will go away.
And it's only going to get better with time, better from my purview. As time goes on in the next 20 to 30 years, just statistically, whites are not going to be the majority anymore.
I mean, yeah, the whole thing is going to change. We're going to see we're going to have a woman president. We're going to have an Asian president. You know what I'm saying? Asian American president. Yeah, it's the demographics have changed.
I cannot wait till we have a Muslim president. Like, at the end of the day, I cannot wait till
he can't be president because he can't swear on the Bible.
You can swear on the Quran. That's
Donald Trump swore on the Bible.
Right. I cannot wait for my president to wear a kufi or a hijab or a yarmulke. I need my president to wear headgear for the rest of the shit. I need my president
headgear
to have some religious headgear. Can we get that coming on? You know what I'm saying?
But the bottom line is that person has to have America's standpoint in a whole. You know what I'm saying?
No. Your religion doesn't have anything to do with it.
I know your religion has somewhat to do with it, but it doesn't have a lot to do with it.
No, it does not. It has zero to do with. If we're talking about the separation of church and state, it has zero to do with it. What I'm saying is right here. What I'm saying, if I grew up Muslim right now in America, what other country do I know? Who am I allegiant to? America.
America, right?
It makes no difference. It doesn't matter who the fuck you pray to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Shit,
true.
you can you could be motherfucking Satanist and for real and make a good president as long as you talk about like, yo, I'm giving everybody a fair shake and here's good health care. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the fucking day, it's like
go ahead for everybody.
Right.
Joe Biden is only the second Catholic president of all time.
Yeah, I mean, Jill. Look, yeah, I mean, just keep the goat blood out the White House will be good. I mean, I feel you.
Exactly.
I mean, I think we need a little goat blood in the White House. It helped out on Lovecraft Country.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it did.
High five, high five, high five.
We want the goat blood to keep the evil out.
Lord. Yo. Okay. Switching up one more time here. Okay, so after after election in 2016, when everyone was a little bit, when those that didn't think that it could happen, with Trump winning the presidency, those that were shell shocked, and then there was us that was not fucking surprised.
Nope.
Saturday Night Live had Dave Chappelle on. It's the first time Dave Chappelle had really, this is back when Dave was hitting the ground again, running.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of the best episodes. One of the best episodes of Saturday Night Live I've ever seen, with him and a Tribe Called Quest. Rest in peace always to Phife Dawg. Absolutely. So last week, before we got to election day, it was announced that Dave Chappelle was returning to Saturday Night Live to co-host, which actually happened last night. Ladies and gentlemen, what were your thoughts on his return?
That monologue was the best.
I want to say this right here.
Go ahead, bitch.
Fuck Notre Dame and whoever they were playing.
They were playing Clemson.
The Clemson
motherfuckers went to 600 overtime.
Listen,
I didn't know what the hell was that, Bishop.
That's overtime.
That shit was crazy. Like that rule had just came in like last year, and I didn't know it. Am I right?
The overtime rule has been around for a long, like
not
10
that
years now.
For real?
Yes. Where you're pretty much playing until.
Right.
Yeah, dog, dude.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah. All I know is that the shit was like 15 seconds, then it jumped back to 45 seconds. I was like, am I fucking going crazy? Is this Tenet?
It worked out for me, though. It worked out for me because I fell asleep.
Right.
And woke up like,
I almost got punched in my face.
I'm sorry, y'all. But back to the rules, I didn't understand that shit.
I didn't understand it, man.
I didn't get it. Perry,
y'all been watching. I'll say this: y'all been watching the NFL and not paying too much attention to college football. That's what it is.
Right.
Okay?
How long has that shit happened, dog?
Yeah.
How long has that been?
It's been. If look, it might be like 10 years, maybe. This
Wow.
is the overtime rule. This is the overtime rule that they put in college football, where you're starting on the 20 or the 25-yard line, and you're pretty much playing. It's one team gets the ball, they score. The other team gets the ball, and they get the opportunity to go down and score. If they score, if they score, they run it back until somebody misses.
Can I say this right here? That's like kind of like pick a ball where you got to win by 2. But when I say this right here, that college overtime saved my marriage last night, because I was playing Call of Duty. I was like, yo, just let me know 5 minutes beforehand, right? So then I turn on Spectrum, and if y'all got Spectrum, sometimes the Spectrum box always wants to reboot and some shit, and this doesn't want to work. So I had to reboot that shit. I was between Cody and Spectrum trying to get Dave Chappelle on, and when it finally popped up, I was like, oh shit, these kids is in the middle of the field catching COVID. I'm not gonna get punched in the face tonight.
Dude, I thought I was in Groundhog Day. I thought I was in Groundhog Day because, like I said, the shit was 15 seconds to 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden the shit jumped back to 45 seconds, and I was like, "Yo, what the hell is going on?" man, I was jacked up. I was jacked up in the whole shebang. But then they threw the news. I was like, oh hell, this
Oh,
ain't
when they
this shit.
do the news, I was like, why you don't
oh
treat your
man.
kids fake news?
That's what
I
happened.
was like, this shit is not fucking popping. I said, this shit's coming on fucking at 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, that shit is crazy, man. That
It
shit
was
is
unbelievable
crazy.
because I like was out yesterday in the sunshiny streets with my best good friend, and we had a good time. And then I was like, I gotta get home, and came home, laid down, and then woke up, and it was on. It was amazing. And then I looked at the clock. I was like, hold on a minute. So I text somebody, is this running late? They were
Right.
like, yeah, Notre Dame game. So it worked out for me. But I rewatched the monologue this morning, and he said everything that I am feeling right now.
Right.
Like, if you want to know how Keisha feels, look at that monologue, because it is, yes, it's a relief, but we cannot sit on our laurels and think that everything's going to be okie dokie. We still have to put in work. Just like we are people, grassroots organizations and individuals put in work to get this election to this point. Once everything's all settled and Biden is in the White House, we still need to use that same energy and have that same energy to make sure that we get what we need in order to make our lives better, like, period. And it is like, it was amazing. It was genius, actually. And I think a lot of it was just timeless,
Yes.
but it, because that's what Dave Chappelle does. And he, I'm sure he had written it prior to yesterday, when the news came that Biden was going to be the president. But that little bit about, like, I'm glad y'all feel good, because I still feel the same. Like, for real. Like, not, I feel a little light lift off my shoulders, but the people that support him, this was not a fucking landslide. So just under half the people in the country like feel for him. He's a superstar. And they thing he says, and he emboldens them to commit shit. Like, why has nobody talked about the people that went to Philly with guns where they were counting the ballots, right?
Yeah.
I saw a little snippet of it maybe on CNN, but I haven't seen it anywhere else. Like, this is the shit that happens when you pour gasoline on a fire,
right?
As opposed to sitting in your position and acting presidential and attempting to unite all involved. So
the crazy thing about it is that, because I'm working on this on my cool hand de gallo, you know what I'm saying, a little short. And it's crazy because the things that he was saying was the things that I have been saying throughout the show, jokingly, but for real, just seeing how things fill out. And I have to go rewrite my shit because he just said half of all the shit that I was already thinking. You know what I'm saying? So,
Teak, when my daddy taught me how to drive, he said hesitation is your worst enemy.
Exactly. So it was just like, yo, dude, even from the whole thing when he went with the whole feminist joint, and and they were like, oh, that's the type of shit that I hit. When I say these things and the jokes that I say and the things that I do, it's not just to be silly. There's knowledge within the things that I say. I just want you to feel unease because I want you to go out here and think. I want you to feel a certain way. Like, damn, this motherfucker is crazy as shit. He is stupid. He shouldn't think that way. But why am I thinking that way? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that I'm on. And and I know that cats come out here when I say the whole Tom Hanks thing and the whole shebang, blah, blah, blah. But and there's really, if you dig deep, there's really some truth in some of that shit. You feel me? So it's just like, yo, when he was kicking that stuff, man, the crazy thing, I just haven't performed in the cornfield, but I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying, and that's how I view comedy. I view comedy because I say things outrageous because I want you to think. I want you to think how stupid it is that I say the things that I say, because there's somebody out here that really thinks that way. I
Yeah,
think racism is stupid.
absolutely.
I think degrading women is stupid. You know what I'm saying? I think all of that is just downright stupid. So I bring that to light because I want you to feel like, yo, he shouldn't say that. But I want you to be like, yo, why?
Where did it come from?
Where did it come from? Why am I thinking that way?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Dave
Mhm.
Chappelle came in here, man, and he ripped it. And let me tell you, man, I bust out laughing on the whole Aunt your mama and fucking
Oh my
Uncle
Yo,
God,
Ben
that
he
was
was
shit.
an all
hilarious.
safe
That shit,
nigga.
That was
My
that
hilarious.
shit
God.
had me
That
fucking
was
rolling,
hilarious.
dude.
He was like,
That
Yo,
was
my deep black
hilarious.
voice, my deep black voice comforts white people. I said,
exactly.
as
Yo,
a person with a deep black voice, as a person with a deep black voice, I don't know how many times I've been in the call center and someone has said this to me, and probably Rob too. You should be on radio. Like, why? Because your voice is soothing. Yeah, because that shit make you feel safe. It feel like you know what it make you feel like I'm your daddy.
Yo, I actually just had a conversation with a friend about this morning. This friend used to work at a hotel, and a man would call the hotel every day at a certain time. And if she was there, he just wanted her to talk to him because her voice is so soothing and sexy.
Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah. They
Yeah.
had a
She
whole
didn't get
family
paid
guy
for
had a
it
whole
though.
Family Guy episode about that that uh the what's the wife's name from Family Guy?
Heck, nope.
No. The wife. Um anyway,
Damn, I
she
forgot her name.
Peter
Peter
and
and Lois.
Lois. Yes,
Lois
Lois.
loved to hear Brian. His voice was just so melatonin
Brian.
talk. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So his vocals just she would just have him at different spots just to hear his fucking voice, so she could just calm the fuck down. So yeah, that's fucking crazy as hell.
Yep.
You
Brian.
remember back in the
But
days, you would catch
Brian.
feelings with motherfuckers just because they had a good phone voice.
Mm-hmm.
but look, back
Yes,
to the
sir.
That
yo,
still
back
that
back
still
to back to
happens.
back to the skit real quick.
Mhm.
What made that skit funny to me was the fact that nobody could keep it together. That
Yes.
everyone's
That's the
laughing.
best.
Hey,
That's the
yeah,
best when they
He
laugh.
broke he
yeah,
broke that. He was like, look at Pete Davidson lips. They
exactly.
I was like, yo, he's supposed to be Count Chocula.
Well,
Yeah.
I am kind of mixed with with Italian. Pete Davis is a funny looking motherfucker
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry,
is.
I gotta say it. He's
yeah,
always
yeah.
has been funny as hell, but but yeah. Look, the only part of the show that I did not like, okay, and it's not because of their performance, because I love them. Foo Fighters rocked it. They did,
Right.
okay. I just felt that Foo Fighters to me was the wrong musical guest for this show,
What you want
Could
to
especially
have
with
bust?
done. They could have
it
done
should
You
have been
want to bust
Buster.
it.
one,
It should have been Buster.
or
It should have been Buster.
they could have done 1, 2, 3, remove 4, 5.
Ah,
Yeah,
De La,
they lie.
yeah,
Jada,
Mhm.
Hmm.
yeah,
Talib Kweli.
yeah.
But
Nah,
we have to think about this too. We have to think about
Two
who was
who is
songs.
throwing
out?
the
They
joint
got to perform two
and
songs.
and who was booked out way beyond. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Ain't nobody doing those shows right now.
I mean, yeah,
Listen.
but Cass was already, Cass already been booked for a whole year in advance. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop thinking like, you know what I'm saying? Cass
Right.
didn't have
No, not for
other
this
fucking.
show. Not for this show, because when they announced the Dave Chappelle, they said the musical guest was TBD.
Well, what I'm saying is right. We have to look at the um the the impact of who's going to come on, who's got something popping off. Like I am not like Talib Kweli would have came out and what he's going to do. He going to do just to get by. Like I haven't, you know what I'm saying? Like
No,
I
it's a song. Have you heard 1, 2, 3,
like
remove 4, 5 with
Toby.
Public Enemy
No,
and De La,
I,
Talib, Jeezy? Is it Jeezy
But once
or Jada?
again,
I
once
would
again,
rather I would
two
rather have Toby
performances.
come out. I'd
Two
rather have
performances.
Toby come out. Toby could have did the show. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about it, you know what I mean, Toby,
Didn't he just do Saturday Night Live not too long
he should
ago?
have did it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Try Jesus is my jam. I play that shit loud. And you know, when I play Child Jesus, I
kids
look
probably
people
know the
directly
lyrics.
in the eye. I look you right in your eye while I'm driving. I'm like, do you hear this song? I'm like,
Try Jesus.
try Jesus, don't
Don't
try me.
I
Because
see what you're saying, P, about Buster because they could have had Chris Rock come out. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been
And help because Chris Rock is all over Busta's
he made
album.
that
Yo.
shit. He
So,
held, he was
that
the
would have been
glue.
dope.
He was the glue that held them tracks together.
Or you could have Minister Farrakhan come out and do the first part of it, the joint. That should have been. That would have been.
And they would have shut
lively.
Saturday Night Live down permanently forever.
Exactly.
After how many years? When the shit been on 87 years?
The
Not today.
Arsenio Hall treatment. No. You know, look. Lauren, look. Lauren gonna let you say nigga on the air.
Right.
However, he
Right.
ain't going
Not
that
bringing-
far.
Don't push us.
He ain't going
Can
that far.
Can I say this right here? But I think the funniest skit was the Keith skit. The dude that was trying to get his girl back when the cops
Oh,
came.
that was hilarious.
That shit,
That
look,
was
I
hilarious.
peed
That
a
was
little bit.
hilarious.
I peed a little bit because every time she said something, he was like, "It wasn't what." He's like, "I did porn for a little while. You did porn with women? It wasn't with women." Then he just kept going. I was like, "Yo, Keith
That was
is the
hilarious.
worst."
That was
Oh yeah.
That-
But he
He's like,
loved
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was good. It was good to
Trap
see.
women
It was good to
do
see
all the
Dave
time.
on that John. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Dave is a legend. He is. I mean, to me, he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? He's a brilliant comedian. You know, he's really good at bringing politics and social issues and stuff. And he's just a genius at that, man. And looking forward to Chris Rock's appearance next
on
Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, and I'm
Yes,
going to
yeah.
plan a trip in the spring or summer to go just chill out in Yellow Springs, Ohio.
That's what's
Chill.
up. That's what's
Wasn't
up.
wasn't that trippy that he when he talked about the whole Netflix and not getting paid?
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
like,
That was
Comedy
real.
Central.
That was
Comedy
real.
Central owns
that's
those.
real shit, man. That's real.
And it brings
shit,
you
yo.
back to the whole De La debacle as far as streaming is concerned. Like I'm sad when I go to I think of songs and I'm currently building a playlist and think of a song and it's a De La song and it's not there. Like that shit's dumb and
It really is.
it's not dumb on De La's part because you got to
Right.
get your money. Like
Right.
and I don't know, I know they're compatriots and what made I guess Dave didn't have any say in what Comedy Central did and put that out, and he has no.
None. Yeah.
That
And
is hilarious. He's like, "I flew."
I think that shit needs to go to the Supreme Court for real, because it is. You make art in a time where there doesn't exist this sharing opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then your contract says nothing about it because it's not a known anything, right?
But hold on,
Nobody
hold on.
knew.
That's
I want to
bad.
stop you there, though, Key. But I'm gonna say this right here. That's kind of the reason why like bands like the Rolling Stones can still go, because of the fact is when someone that's 20 years old discovers the Chappelle Show right now, you know what they're going to do? They're going to go click on the Chappelle comedy shows, which he is getting paid for. So it's like this. It's kind of like you're laying the foundation. It's like, yeah, I don't think he's missing out. Yeah, I think he's going to get more fans, and Chappelle is going to be able to, instead of where we leave some of our artists at the wayside when they turn 50, Chappelle is going to be able to have 19, 18, 20-year-olds at his shows.
But that's
while he's
residual,
70.
friend. That's residual.
Yeah,
I'm talking
that's
about.
We
I'm
want that
talking about
passive income. We
but
want that
yes,
passive income.
yes, we do want the passive income, but we also want the income from the art that we created that's now being streamed, which is a detriment because to Dave Chappelle, because it wasn't in his contract, and he probably was just like, fuck it, I don't feel like fighting these niggas. Like you could see it's Dave Chappelle. Everybody knows he wrote and directed a lot of that shit, but he's not getting paid on the streams because it's not in his contract with Comedy Central.
Right.
And whatever his contract went through when he, bounced, but it's still his art.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. Like it
Hold on,
does
hold on,
not
hold on.
make sense.
Because it's business. It doesn't make sense. It
it's
doesn't
the
make
family-
sense. I'm sorry, Bishop. It doesn't make sense because it's business. That's the sense.
True. Yeah.
That's the beast. That's the beast. That's how cats get, because that's how cats get one up. It's the whole thing of buying like a used car as is.
Mhm.
You see the potential in that motherfucker. You know what I'm
Beautiful
saying?
make.
But you don't know what the fuck you don't know what's really going
the
on in that
tires.
car.
It's got a new battery.
What I'm saying is
You
that
know
right here,
what?
Beethoven family. Like if I was a producer right now and I sample Beethoven, Beethoven family can't come in because it's right now. It's like this. It's he got paid for his work. He's gotten paid for that. Let's make any mistakes. Comedy Central paid him at the time for his work.
Mm.
Not looking into the future like this is what streaming. No one knew what streaming was. I guarantee you, in 2002, we streaming wasn't in our vocabulary. Fucking MySpace wasn't in vocabulary.
Yeah.
We still use like Black Planet and shit like that. So it was like this. At the end of the day, did he get paid for the Chappelle Show? He did. He did work on the Chappelle Show, and now they own the rights to that shit because you know what they did? They gave once you write that once you sign that contract, no matter how unfair we think it is, it's like this. At the time, it was fair because
Mhm.
we didn't have this beast of the internet that we were thinking about.
Yeah,
Right,
and that was my
right.
whole point. Go back, reevaluate those, because now we do have the beast of the internet.
But no,
All right,
no,
so
I'm not.
so
Let's go.
I'm not
Let's
doing
go.
that.
All right,
Very
all right.
true. Very true. Very true. Yo, Tico,
Yes.
you got anything weird for us this week, bro?
Why, yes, I do.
You never let me down, my brother. Ladies
I
and
never lift you
gentlemen,
up,
shut up. Ladies and gentlemen, well, I mean, you know, you can say, ladies and gentlemen, Tico's Theater of the Weird, weird,
Weird,
weird,
It's
weird, 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 weird. That motherfucker is weird for real.
Weird.
like a motherfucker.
This nigga is weird.
budget.
Yeah, man, I
Straight to
mean,
Tape will have a GoFundMe page
Right, for sound effects
for
and the like.
sound effects. But yo,
Why you bullshitting? I'm gonna set it up.
look here, man. There some foul shit going on.
mm,
Exactly, Key. I say that because emus have been banded for bad behavior at a hotel in Australia's outback.
emus in a hotel.
Yes. Sounds like a wild evening for Tico de Gallo. But what has
Damn Mexican donkeys?
what has conspired is that two emos, their siblings, which were named Kevin and Carol, go dig that out.
Ew.
So,
I'm not digging out no damn emo, bro.
well,
Hell
check this
no.
out. They were banned from a hotel in a tiny town in Australia due to the simple fact that, hey, these birds are entertainment. You know, the guests used to love them and thought they were cute and pet them and all types of stuff until they learned a new skill. And that skill, ladies and gentlemen, was going upstairs. These emus would go upstairs into the hotel pub and while guests were drinking and having food and decided like, hey, it's a fun time, fun place. Let me get them French fries and your toast. So they're snatching toast and French fries from guests. You know, just Deboing shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, Deboing. So the guests thought it was cute at first, but now it's gotten to the point where they just said, fuck it. These are my fucking fries, and these is my fucking toast. So they are
beat it,
banned for having bad behavior. They put a sign outside, but that's kind of stupid because emos can't read. So
No emus
No
allowed.
emus allowed.
no, you just like the Snoopy dog, like Snoop on the no dogs allowed. Yeah, just like that. No emus allowed. So what they did, because the emus couldn't read and kept going upstairs.
But they are not paying attention to the signs we put on the door.
Not paying attention. What they did was they put a emu barrier when they enter to go inside. So
Emus are pretty big birds too, like not ostrich
they're
size.
not ostrich size, but
pretty
they're
big.
and they're fucking vicious
They're
as
about
shit.
5
And let me
foot.
tell you something: you get an emu mad, they will spit on you. You tell me, they will spit on you. So what has happened is that due to the simple fact that the owner said that we had put this barrier across there and it's all good, The emus went across the fucking street and hit the bar across there. So yeah,
Hey
emus
yo,
are
there's toast and fries over here, yo.
Hey
exactly
yo, you know
toasted
what it
fries,
is? It's
dude.
like this. If they not gonna accept you for who you are, you go patronize another business. Shout out to emus
Go where
because
you're accepted.
Exactly.
they out here making that money off the insurance and all that shit with the white guy with the insurance. Guess what? I got emu money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta spend it here, nigga.
Yo, why
I'm
does it
Right.
sorry.
sound like, oh my God, oh my God, why does it sound like a hustle? This sound like
It's
a
a,
hustle.
it's,
Emu
Emu.
beer crawls. No,
yeah,
email bar crawls, okay?
I
bar
do it.
crawl,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
yeah,
definitely do it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
definitely do.
yeah.
Me and
Emu
Tico
bar
be in
crawl.
there.
But
We
let me
be
Get that
tell
in there
you,
with
emu,
the emus.
get that yo, get that emu money.
but let me
I
let me
love
tell
y'all.
you,
Know I
let me
love
let me tell
animals.
you something though. Emus, they don't eat like regular birds. You know how you would see a bird like peck at some fries and you know what I'm saying? Do it. No. It's like a vacuum. They suck this shit up in fucking volume. These are fucking big ass birds. I mean, like a fucking vacuum. So they're not like snatching like two or three fries. They're grabbing the whole Monty of your
Mhm.
fucking plate. So these two, Carol and motherfucking Kevin, are running
Fucking up
amok,
all emus.
running amok down the damn
Which
highways
Running
of
amok.
fucking
What the fuck?
damn.
You
now can I ask you
see, I
Of,
mean,
because y'all
you know, if it's regular fries, you know what I'm saying. It just depends. It might be cute. I might, all right, okay, emu, take the fries, nigga. Okay. But if it's chili cheese fries, I'm gonna have to beat an emu's ass.
Yeah.
Okay,
You have his
um,
neck. You have his
you know what
neck.
I'm saying. I got an emu in a headlock and shit. You know? Take my fries, nigga.
Don't touch my chili cheese,
These
hold
fries,
on,
emu.
hold
you
on.
bitch.
Listen, if you touch dear Mr. and Mrs. Emu, if you touch my motherfucking chili cheese fries, that's okay. Because you're the next thing that's on the menu. You a bird. That means you're meat.
Right.
Like, give me a motherfucking emu
This
breast on
guy
my
ain't
motherfucking.
eating.
Listen, I'm taking a
This
whole
guy ain't
goddamn
eating
emu.
humanized animals today.
Listen,
What is this?
I am taking the emu to Bojangles and having the chefs at Bojangles cook this emu and season it correctly. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, your big ass emu. Fuck that. No, it's like this. The emus is making their money because often insurance commercials. What's the insurance commercial with the emu? Emu.
yeah.
Yo, listen,
Liberty Mutual.
Liberty Mutual. Liberty Mutual is paying
Lib
emus.
mu. Emu.
Lib U is making the Gadies emus the fucking power. Shout out to Lib Mutual. You know what I mean? They should be president because
Do
emus
do
is
you
in power
think
right now.
Carol and Kevin saw the commercial?
Hey man,
They
emus
did.
are they're
They
a
probably was
viable
in it. Can
voting
I
block, bro.
can
You
I
know
can I
what
say
I'm
this right here?
Get out and vote, emus.
They were probably the emus in the joint because you know with animal rights you gotta have more than one animal in
Oh
there like
yeah, yeah.
babies.
Most
So
definitely.
Kevin and Carol were fucking the emus that was in Liberty Mutual commercials. They got a little money. They go to the hotel. Hey yo, let me get your motherfucking fries, B. I paid like everybody else did.
And you know the crazy thing about it though, Bishop, is that the hotel knew that toast and fries were their shit, and decided that hey, you know, we could curb this whole situation by just laying some fries and toast outside, and you know, but
Right.
due to the simple fact that if you know animals like I know animals, birds don't eat bread and potatoes. So so just imagine the emu shit that they had to pick up.
Oh my God. Never
They
mind.
the hotels
Not
are
as
saying that
faithful as
yes,
I thought it would be.
the hotels are saying that the emu shit is the digestive system is fucked up and it's just fucking up all types of shit. So not only do you have to worry about them snatching your fries because it's delicious, you have to worry about stepping in that funky ass emu shit.
And it's probably like 8 times the goose shit.
Hell yeah.
Can I say this right here? Whose fault is that? Is it the emu's fault or is the people that run the hotel fault?
Well, it's their fault because they made some good ass fries. I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, you know, you've had some food that fuck your damn gut up, but you know what I'm saying? You know it's gonna fuck your gut up. So
It was
on a
delicious.
you'll eat it on a Saturday,
You
knowing
just
that
decided
Sunday
to take an L.
exactly you'll
Yep.
take that L on that Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So we all been there before. You know, so
Keisha,
evidently they got some good ass
K
fries. So.
Verse, please,
Key,
please.
save us,
I
girl.
think
Please,
that
please,
I
please.
spoke on this earlier in the show, but do no harm and take no shit. That's basically my theme today.
Unless
Move,
you're an emu. Okay.
unless you're an emu. Do harm and then take a shit would be the
Right.
emu. Yeah.
That's what it's
But
right.
it's not over. This election is not over. The reconciliation and the reckoning that's going on in America is not over. It's going to take some time. But again, stress throughout the show, the same energy that we had in some of us cheering Biden on, for some of us, our disdain for Trump kind of drove that cheering. We need to, whatever it is, we need to harness that energy to move forward and make our demands known and push candidates, or not even candidates, representatives, to be held accountable for how this country moves in the next 4, 8, 12 years. It's going to be super important because at the end of 12 years, I'll be old. But want to make sure that my kids and your kids have reasonable opportunities, no matter their color, their creed, their economic background. So it is important that we continue this fight for equality in America. And it sounds crazy to even have to say that, but it is not equal for all in America. White men, yes. Anybody other than that, no. So let's just get on this train and stay on this train and be responsible for our actions, but also push these people who have um, basically lifelines in their hands to do the right things for us.
Key, well, beautifully said.
Well
Ladies
said.
and
I got
gentlemen,
this bitch
ladies and
crying.
gentlemen,
Who, me?
as always,
No, me.
Oh.
Me.
shut.
I got a fucking Indian
Oh
cheer
my
going on
God.
my motherfucking
Perry,
PTR.
Shut
take it
up.
away,
Shut up.
P.
There, I'm on it, Rob. I'm on it. I'm on it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for, as always, joining us on Straight to Tape. You can catch us Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live and YouTube. Audio version of Straight to Tape is available on your favorite podcasting platform. Follow us on all of our social media platforms, IG, Twitter, Facebook, Straight to Tape. And don't forget, yeah, there's still some voting going on, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're voting for Straight to Tape as your favorite podcaster. The
Be the
WRAL
beer
Voters Choice
people.
Awards.
Be the beer
We're yo,
people. Be the
and
beer people.
it is still going on. Voting ends on the 22nd of this month. So please make sure you show us some love and let them know who your favorite podcast is. Yo, Rob.
You.
Yo, Rob.
You.
Man, do me a favor, bro. Can you
What up?
please show some love to the comment section?
Absolutely, man. Get ready to show some love in the comment section. And as always, man, if you rock with your favorite podcast, you rock with Straight to Tape, man, listen, peep that link. That feed just dropped, yo. Vote for your favorite podcast, man, so we can, come out with the World Heavyweight Championship belt. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, thanks for rocking with us, man. But yo, want to give some love to the people that joined us in the comments today in no particular order. We had the homie Karsten. My man Champ checked in. My man Doc Rob checked in. We had Sheba. We had Raph. We had Lynn. We had Deveron. We had Justin. Hey, Justin.
Fuck you, Justin.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right. We had Justin come through. Sonia King came through. Scott Graham. Quanta, what's up, girl? Cherie came through. Hadn't seen her in a minute. Sean Taylor came through. Jasmine. We had Candy as usual in the reacts. I saw the homie Cheryl Carter Ellis, and I saw Jacqueline in the react. So thank you all for supporting your favorite podcast. Oh, Jimmy, my man Jimmy was on the check-in too. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Go.
Mr. J.
J.
Berkeley Gould. The second. The second. Yes. Hey, yeah.
On the road.
Look over there and look in the cabinet
Oh,
and get that.
Mute yourself,
sorry, I
King.
thought I was on mute. I was
Yeah,
momming. My
yeah,
bad.
get that. But no, thanks for everybody. Thank you for rocking with your favorite podcast, man. And as usual, we're just trying to be your favorite podcast. So if you rock with us, vote, man. Click that link and vote for us, man. Peace out.
No doubt, no doubt. Yo, Bishop, man, what's going on Wednesday nights on Intelligently Ratchet?
Well, first of all, I want to say this right here. If you are cooking French toast without vanilla abstract, you are just making milky egg bread, fried
That's
milky
facts.
egg bread.
That-
So
What if
you
you
know,
have cinnamon?
no, it doesn't matter. You need vanilla abstract that makes it French toast. Cinnamon
Abstract,
is
as
only
in
a byproduct.
Q-tip abstract.
Like, don't try to correct me. I'm drunk. Okay, listen. Intelligently Ratchet is going down on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Stop what the fuck you're doing on Wednesday nights. You're not doing nothing. Come holler at us. We are also trying to be the favorite podcast drug dealing cousin. So that's what it is, yo. My name is Bishop Omega, and I'm out.
Hey, so Bishop, man, you're gonna have to first of all come back.
Oh, all right,
You
okay.
almost got the button. You almost got the button.
You're
yeah.
gonna have to make nice with Candy, man, because earlier when you were saying how straight the tape made you a better man and just restored your faith in humanity and just made all types of improvements in your life.
Right.
Like,
Best ever.
Candy was feeling a little
Yeah, she was.
slighted,
Yeah.
bro.
Can I
Like
say this right? Can I
with
say
this
this right?
IR, a chopped liver in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. It's like this. What I'm saying is this right here. Like, I'm talking about in a political state. You know what I'm saying? Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm the best fucking human being that ever lived outside of human beings that have done more shit than I've done. So it's like this. So out of the motherfucking human beings that just exist, I'm pretty much top tier. Okay.
Gotcha.
So what I'm saying is, and Candy can't tell me shit about my show because she a rookie to this motherfucker.
Oh,
Oh, he pulled rank.
Pull it back.
Intelligent
man.
Ratchet.
Come on.
Oh, he pulled
I
rank.
built this. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. Outside of Kazi idea, you know why Kazi came to me when he said, "Yo, Bishop, I want to do intelligent ratchet." You know,
Do it like Kazi. That wasn't like Kazi.
so hold on. You want me to hold on? You gotta
Do it
put
like
the nostrils up.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead.
Yo, Bishop. Because Kazi always talks in jazz hands.
The flourish of the jazz hands.
Yo,
Oh my
Bishop.
god, I hate it here.
Yo, Bishop. I got a new idea. You know what I told Kazi? Yes. Right off top. Like I didn't get he didn't have to sell me on the shit. Listen, you know what he knew? He knew that Bishop Omega. It's kind of like Straight to Tape. When I fucked around with Straight to Tape and was playing with them, I played with Straight to Tape and got this motherfucking job. Let's talk about it. I was in there playing. I thought I was a one hit and a quitter. And you know what? They found value in Bishop Oman's brain. Bishop Omega's brain is gold. That's the reason why my comedy shows are great and everything like that. And then I pick people like Candy, Key, and Nadi to come on the show because guess what? I know when I lack as a leader, I bring in smarter people than I am. And guess what happens is
You sound like Donald Trump. Can we continue closing because he was going too long?
Yeah.
Really?
Damn.
Key.
Damn,
Key,
Key.
really?
Yeah. Come on,
Yeah.
fam.
Really?
Don't do the
Yeah.
homie like that.
Yeah, I
Don't
mean,
do the
really.
homie.
And don't do it like that when I'm not.
I mean, I was waiting for the music to play. I mean, we didn't have due to the simple fact we don't have a budget. We had no music to play. So
Did
yo,
it do?
exactly.
okay, you know what? I just want to speak. I don't want to speak on this fucking show ever. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna mute myself this week, and I'm not gonna talk at all. I'm just gonna look cute.
You're lying.
Because guess what? That
You're
brings up the
lying.
ratings
You lying.
between me and Rob. We bring the sexy to the damn show. That's what I'm saying. I'm out. It's your boy Bishop Omega. I'm signing out. I don't care about anything else.
Qantas, shut up.
Yo, P, wrap it up, man.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I didn't get to say goodbye because Bishop said goodbye for 45 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, we can do it. We can do it now, Key. I mean,
Goodbye.
Sorry, Key.
you know what I'm saying? I
Bye.
mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for
sorry,
joining
Key.
us on Straight to Tape for the comedian,
I'm sorry,
Tico
Key.
Gaio.
Whatever.
Yo,
Love
man,
you.
did you hear
Love
about
you,
the
T.
emu that got kicked out of his flock?
Nah, what happened to the emo that got kicked out of his flock?
I heard he was ostracized.
Boy, shut up.
I hate you. I hate him.
Ooh, that's a
Boom,
smart
boom,
people joke. I love that joke.
Boom.
Very
Uh,
funny. Very
That was
funny.
the
Quintessential,
RIT. That-
the
Is that a
Quintessential.
bottle of wine, you idiot?
Lord. Quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha
Oh
with a
my
wine.
God, this nigga.
It's
Yeah.
talking about a wine. I can't. I got to go. I got
He
to go
took
cook
that
dinner.
shit to the dome, son. Listen,
Rob Maximus, please, man.
yo,
Say your
if
goodbye.
if
Say
Is
your,
that
say your goodbye with
Moscato?
your, yo.
listen, man,
We got Ned the Wino 2020 in this motherfucker.
we
Oh, yeah.
apologize to all people that are struggling with alcoholism that watch this show.
Oh, shut up. Nobody does that. We tell everybody to bring a drink. If you're struggling with
Yeah, I
alcohol,
know.
bring
That's your
some
problem.
water.
Let me stop. Let me stop.
When you chugging
Anyway.
when you chugging a bottle of fucking damn wine, yeah,
Yeah.
you got an issue.
You're
Anyway.
a girl dad, a mom, a girl.
Yeah.
Mom,
Anyway,
dad.
we love
Any-
y'all, man. I'm ready to hear the outro music, man, because
Yeah, we'll do it, we'll
going
do it,
off
we'll
the
do it.
rails.
Bishop
Ladies
wearing
and
his white
gentlemen,
drawers.
thank you for joining us here on Straight to Tape. As always,
Bye,
yo,
Keith.
election day is done, but guess what? Y'all still got to get active. So let's get active. We out.
Bishop wears
Vote.
wife
Vote for straight
thongs.
to tape.
Bishop wears wife's thongs inside out.